Picture this, you're on your fourth day of a sugar-free diet, but the cravings are starting to kick in. It's that all too familiar feeling, isn't it? Suddenly your body begins to demand what your mind has decided it doesn't need. The craving becomes more of an insistent whisper, gradually escalating to a deafening roar that you can't seem to ignore. It's hard, we know. If you've ever tried to eliminate sugar from your diet, you've experienced that moment of weakness. That instance when the sugary temptations seem too appealing to resist. It's in these moments of vulnerability that we falter, casting aside our resolve for instant gratification. It's a cycle that many of us know too well. The struggle with sugar is real, and it takes more than just willpower to overcome it. Sugar, with its sweet, seductive allure, is like a siren song. It draws us in, lulling our senses with its promise of momentary pleasure. But in reality, it only serves to wreak havoc on our health, causing various problems from obesity to heart disease. It's a toxic relationship that we need to break free from. Now, just imagine the benefits that you would experience if you could reduce your sugar consumption. Visualize the transformation that would occur. Your skin would become clearer, your energy levels would skyrocket, and you would find yourself in a better mood more often. You would feel lighter, healthier, and more vibrant. It's a lifestyle change that would not only improve your physical health, but also your mental and emotional well-being. The journey towards a sugar-free lifestyle is undoubtedly challenging, but it is not impossible. It requires dedication, perseverance, and a lot of patience. And let's be honest, it's never a smooth ride. There will be moments of weakness, moments of temptation. But with every setback, there's a chance for a comeback. Keep in mind, the path towards a healthier, sugar-free lifestyle is not a sprint, but a marathon. It's about making small, gradual changes and staying committed to them. It's about learning to listen to what your body truly needs, rather than what it momentarily craves. But don't worry, we've got your back. Here are our top 5 tips for overcoming sugar cravings. First things first, you need to understand what you're up against. Picture this. Sugar, that sweet, innocent-looking ingredient, is a master manipulator. It's perhaps the most captivating villain in our modern-day diet. A wolf in sheep's clothing, lurking in our meals, snacks, and beverages, and even in foods that we don't typically associate with sweetness. Sugar, in its many forms, is an omnipresent entity. It's in the morning cereal you enjoy, the salad dressing you use at lunch, the refreshing soft drink you have in the afternoon, and savory pasta sauce you indulge in for dinner. It's stealthily hiding in plain sight, silently inching its way into your body, and gradually, it alters your chemistry. When you consume sugar, it triggers a release of dopamine in your brain. Dopamine, also known as the feel-good hormone, is a neurotransmitter that controls the brain's reward and pleasure centers. It's what makes you feel happy, satisfied, and content. It's the same chemical that gives you that buzz when you receive a compliment, achieve a goal, or fall in love. Now, imagine sugar, creating that same euphoric feeling every time you take a bite of your favorite dessert or sip your preferred sweet beverage. So naturally, your brain starts to crave this feeling. Over time, this craving becomes more than just a longing for sweetness. It morphs into an addiction. You find yourself chasing the sugar high, the rush of dopamine, the feeling of contentment. You're trapped in a vicious cycle, powerless against the allure of sugar. But here's where it gets a little scary. Recent scientific studies have shown that sugar stimulates the same pleasure centers in the brain as cocaine and heroin. Yeah, you heard it right. That innocent-looking sweet treat can be as addictive as some of the most toxic and dangerous drugs on the planet. It's a shocking realization, a bitter truth hidden beneath layers of sweetness. Yet all is not lost. Knowledge is power. By understanding the manipulative nature of sugar, you can arm yourself with the tools needed to combat its influence. You can break free from its seductive hold and regain control of your health and well-being. You can redefine your relationship with food, replacing the damaging addiction with a balanced, nourishing diet. So there's hope. Now that you know what you're up against, it's time to plan your attack. The adversary is deceptively sweet, extraordinarily addictive, and is lurking in almost every item on the grocery shelf: sugar. Battling sugar cravings is like going to war, and the key to winning any war is having a well-thought-out, strategic plan. This plan can be the difference between succumbing to the alluring sweetness of sugar and emerging victorious in this battle for your health. So how do you build this battle plan? It starts by setting achievable, realistic goals. ascertain what you want to accomplish. Is your goal to stay a full day without consuming any added sugars? Could it be to reduce your weekly sugar intake by 50%? Whatever your target is, ensure it's something measurable, a goal you can track and celebrate as you progress. Once you've established your goals, it's time to move to the next phase of your battle plan: preparation. Just as a general prepares his troops for battle, you need to prepare yourself to fight off sudden, intense sugar cravings. This involves planning your meals and snacks in advance. Each meal needs to be balanced with ample protein, healthy fats, and fiber. These nutrients are not just essential for your health, but they also keep you feeling satiated. This fullness helps in curbing those pesky, unexpected sugar cravings that can potentially derail your progress. Snacks are our usual downfall when it comes to sugar consumption. Therefore, be as meticulous in planning your snacks as you are with your meals. They should include protein, healthy fats, and fiber, and be low in sugar. Opt for wholesome options like fresh fruits, nuts, and vegan yogurt, instead of reaching impulsively for a candy bar. Alongside that, it's crucial to devise strategies for the cravings themselves. Being human, it's natural to experience cravings. When they strike, ensure you have a plan in place. It could be taking a short walk, drinking a glass of water, or even calling a friend for a chat. The renowned Benjamin Franklin once said, "By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail." So in this battle against sugar, the key to victory is in our strategy. Be proactive, set goals, prepare meticulously, and gear up for a triumphant victory. Remember, failing to plan is planning to fail. Thanks, Ben. Now, tip number 1. It's all about replacement, not erasure. This tip is an essential one to adhere to. Remember to take a moment to think about this. It might seem a little confusing, but let me explain it with a relatable example. Picture yourself at a social gathering, a party perhaps, and there's a huge, enticing bowl of candy resting on the table. The bright colors are attracting your attention, and your sweet tooth is screaming for a taste. You can practically feel the sugar crystals dissolving on your tongue. But wait, you recall that you've made a promise to yourself. You're trying to cut down on sugar. What do you do in such a situation? Here's where this first tip comes into play. You replace, not erase. This simple but powerful mantra can transform your dietary choices and ultimately, your health. Instead of giving in to the tempting lure of that candy, you discipline yourself to look for alternatives. There must be other things to nibble on, right? How about a piece of sweet, juicy fruit, or a handful of crunchy, satisfying nuts? These are not just healthier options, but they also provide your body with essential nutrients, making them far superior choices. It's a win-win situation, isn't it? Your sweet craving gets satisfied and your body receives nourishment. Now I can almost hear you thinking, but I absolutely love the taste of candy. And let me assure you, that's perfectly fine. The key here isn't to deprive yourself of what you love, but rather to find healthier alternatives that you enjoy equally, if not more. Maybe you enjoy the satisfying crunch of carrots or the tartness of a Granny Smith apple. The idea is to experiment and find something that satisfies your cravings without the added sugar. Think of it as a fun, culinary swap. Just like when you trade your old clothes for new ones, you're swapping out the unhealthy for the healthy. It's not about denying yourself the things you love, it's about finding a better version of them. Remember to keep your options diverse and explore different alternatives. Have you ever tried frozen grapes? They're like mini popsicles, a sweet treat without the guilt. Or how about mixing it up with nut butter and celery? It's a classic combination for a reason. A hint of creativity can make this journey a lot more enjoyable and sustainable. So remember, it's not about cutting sugar out completely, but about finding healthier alternatives. Let's carry this mantra with us. Replace, not erase. Let's make the healthful choice every single time. The second tip is simple but often overlooked. Hydrate to dominate. What we often tend to forget is the importance of hydration in our daily routine. It's an interesting part of human biology that is often overlooked but has a great impact on our overall health and well-being. There is a peculiar aspect of human biology that you should be aware of. Our bodies sometimes mistake the sensation of thirst for hunger. Wasn't expecting that? It's a fact. When your body is dehydrated, it may send out signals that strongly resemble hunger pangs. And for many individuals, this sensation can take the form of a craving for sweet treats. Isn't that surprising? You might be puzzled as to why this happens. The explanation lies in the crucial role that hydration plays in maintaining stable glucose levels in our bloodstream. When our bodies are lacking in fluids, they struggle to metabolize glucose efficiently. And this inability to properly break down glucose can result in those annoying sugar cravings that we succumb to. This could explain why you feel a sudden urge to munch on a chocolate chip cookie or a scoop of your favorite ice cream. But have you considered quenching your thirst before giving in to your sweet tooth? Try drinking a glass of water. It seems like a small change, but you'd be surprised at the significant difference it can make. Whenever you feel the urge to reach for a sugary snack, remember this simple trick. It could be the solution to keeping your blood sugar levels stable, helping you feel more energized and less likely into unhealthy cravings. Remember the words of Proverbs 17, verse 22. A joyful heart is good medicine. A heart that's happy is a heart that's healthy, and one of the simplest ways to keep our hearts joyful is by embracing good habits. So next time you're craving something sweet, try reaching for a of water first. It might not be the most exciting solution, but it is an effective one. And who knows, it might just change the way you approach your daily nutrition and hydration habits. Now, as promised, here's a sweet bonus for sticking with us. Let me reveal a personal account from my life that might light your path to defeating sugar cravings. I was once addicted to sugar, unable to ignore the beckoning of chocolate chip cookies, the enticing charm of a caramel latte, or the cool comfort of ice cream. Until one day, fate led me to a quaint town in Georgia. Here, I encountered an elderly lady named Miss Ellie. Her silver hair and brilliant blue eyes personified Southern elegance. But Miss Ellie's real magic was her garden, a paradise of fresh produce, a splash of colors and earthy scents, far removed from the synthetic sweetness I was used to. Observing my battle, she unfolded to me the world of tastes. She guided me to value the innate sweetness of fruits, the understated flavors of vegetables, and the contentment of a well-cooked meal. Miss Ellie introduced me to mindful eating, of relishing every morsel and valuing the food before me. It was a gradual change, filled with hurdles and setbacks. But each fall made me stronger, wiser, and brought me closer to conquering my sugar addiction. Learning from Miss Ellie was not just about resisting sugar, but also about patience, resilience, and the might of small, consistent changes. She taught me that overcoming sugar cravings isn't about renouncing, but about identifying healthier, more gratifying options. And that's the cherry on top. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. You have the power to defeat your sugar cravings, and there's a myriad of delectable, healthy foods ready for you to explore. So push forward, and remember, every step you take is a step closer to a healthier, happier you. That's all for today, everyone. We've had an interesting discussion about overcoming sugar cravings, an issue that affects many of us. This is not merely about improving one's health physically, it's about a mental transformation as well. It's about letting go of old habits and starting fresh, about being in charge of your own life, about making decisions that are good for you. It's about stepping out of the hollow comfort zones and taking on new challenges head-on. It's about embracing a lifestyle that prioritizes your health and rises above instant gratification. So why should you wait? Why hesitate? Why not start this transformational journey today? Each day is an opportunity for a fresh start. Each moment is a chance to make a difference. If you found any value in this video, if it touched your heart or stirred your thoughts, then why not share it? Go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Encourage us to bring to you more such content. Subscribe and stay updated on more useful tips, more effective tricks, more heartwarming stories that inspire and motivate. We hope you found our content useful, and if you did, don't keep it to yourself. Share your thoughts, your feelings in the comment box. Let us know your views. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with that first single step. Let that step be taken today. Let it be the beginning of your journey towards a sugar-free life. Until next time.